Hello everybody, my name is Gill Higgins and I've been a PE coordinator for a number of years now. This is my presentation on what PE might look like at Burscough Village under my leadership in 2 years' time. Firstly, it's obvious that Burscough Village takes PE very seriously and is already offering loads of opportunities for children with plenty of good practice. These are just some of the provision I could find alongside being a solid Gold Award holder. All the male elements are clearly very healthy. Club school links are being forged and there is obviously a healthy culture of monitoring provision. Clearly there's nothing I can do to fix PE here. It's already excellent, but hopefully I can give you some idea of how I may be part of its evolution and how it may be built upon further. First area to consider is schemes of work in CPD. The fact that bolt-on schemes for FMS and dance have recently been bought into proves there's already an effective assessment of the offer of PE. In my current school, we recently changed our scheme of work because it just wasn't reaching all of our children. Half of the class weren't finding it a challenge, whilst the remainder just didn't possess the fundamental movement skills for them to be able to achieve what I was asking them to do. This well-established great scheme of work had suddenly stopped working for us overnight. Further, the so-called sporty children were lacking in many skills such as teamwork, social skills and resilience. I took time to research and source a scheme that would work for our children. Whilst I'm not advocating a complete overhaul of the curriculum, on the contrary, I would certainly be constantly monitoring, employing staff and pupil voice to ensure that the scheme is still working for us, to ensure that we would be offering a programme where all children would progress and thrive. PE is a subject where, let's face it, some teachers just don't feel confident. Unique from other areas, regular CPD is the best way to effective teaching and engage children. I would ask staff what they needed. I would never presume, but these are some areas in which I have offered CPD, as I believe they are the main areas that serve as a barrier to confidence. They have included teaching the perfect PE lesson. Memos and directives have their place, but a practical PE lesson for staff demonstrates what we're looking for and often provides a good team building exercise. Your school and I share a passion for pupil voice to find out exactly what the children want for themselves. On the right of your screen is from a document I've created and it analyses my pupils' responses. At the moment it's fairly healthy and it's a great way to show the success of our PE programme. In the past, however, it's been less so and proved to be a valuable tool to monitor interest and engagement and to find out what we can do to make PE more so in these areas. I would continue this fabulous culture of pupil voice, ensuring the provision we give is constantly moulded to engage and inspire all children at Burscough Village. We also use that pupil voice response to help mould extracurricular provision in physical activity. If we can provide it in-house, brilliant. If it's something slightly out of the box, then we can find a company who can. In recent years, I've asked the so-called non-active children for their reasons for not taking part in extracurricular sport and used sports premium money to provide them with what they needed. For example, one recent group have been Year 6 girls just simply put off sports by the average over competitive Year 6 boy. In all cases, in consultation with them, we provided a bespoke invite-only after-school club that they feel happy and safe in, and I would plan to do the same at Burscough Village. Work with the community to further club links. Links have already been forged with Ormskirk Tennis Club and Burscough Cricket Club, and all of this is great work. As an ECB coach myself and the Under-11s Highfield Cricket Club manager, this mutually beneficial arrangement is always a triumph for both school and community. I would look to further these links. I've worked with Lancashire Cricket Club for some years, providing curricular and extracurricular courses, feeding into local clubs, and would endeavour to bring them to Burscough. I've also noticed that Burscough Football Club rent the playing fields, and I'd be looking to exploit that arrangement and look for a link there. School club links cannot be underestimated. They are the best way of instilling a lifelong love of sport and physical activity. The offer of non-traditional sports has taken on a higher profile in recent years and has taken on a greater weight in the evaluation process in things like Sportsmark to encourage those non-active children. Over the past few years, I've worked with a number of companies who had offered sports such as golf, judo, fencing and archery, and would love to do the same at Burscough Village. Using PE as a tool for intervention is something that I have a great interest in, and it's been proven to be very effective. It's a great crossover area for SEN, PP and sports premium, and can highlight how different facets of school can come together and use imaginative ways to meet the needs of the child. Perhaps the most successful to date has been the nurture through sport intervention, building resilience, teamwork and social skills. PE is proven to be the perfect vehicle to engage these children and progress those vital skills. This sport-based intervention would certainly be an area that I would be interested in and would love to explore further. Finally, working towards gaining that Platinum School Games mark. It was really refreshing to read on your website that there's a desire as a school to achieve this prestigious award. Many head teachers don't realise that the Platinum Award goes far beyond simple PE and competition provision, and that our whole school approach needs to be adopted. Initiatives such as active classrooms, health and nutrition, and a willingness to support other schools are all integral elements that need to be evidenced in a case study to be considered for the award. Certainly this would also be a goal of mine, and I would love to work with your school in order to be able to achieve this. There are plenty of other areas I would like to address in this presentation, such as pupil premium children and those with SEND, but 8 minutes just isn't as long as it first sounds. So to conclude, to recall what I said in the very first slide, the school already takes PE very seriously and absolutely nothing needs fixing. I came across a publication recently from the PHE linking good attainment with health and well-being, and I was struck particularly by the quote shown here. It's wonderful to find a school who so clearly holds this message so highly through school drivers, PE and well-being provision, and the general ethos evident to any school visitor. And I would love the opportunity to come and join such a team. Well, that concludes my presentation, and I look forward to meeting you all on the 14th.